And then we handed over to Raj. Now there's
Reynolds.
And I think there was little doubt Raj had to take the club forward, otherwise we were certainly dying a club on the pitch, and I think without a doubt he has.
Yes.
We've brought in talent, we've brought in overseas players. We are playing possibly the best level of cricket we've ever seen at this club. And I think Raj deserves absolute great credit for what you've done.
Can you say something about the credit crunch?
It doesn't affect Raj.
I'm okay right now.
I'll speak more when I introduce the awards, really. But I do want to say that the challenge continues. I think having no culture section, everyone knows my views about that. I think the pinch is going to hit us soon, so we need to continue to be an attractive proposition to play for. And finishing 7th in Division 2 cannot have harmed our chances too much, we hope. So hopefully Raj is on the ball, but everyone else needs to be trying to get players into this club. Given that we've got a few youngsters coming through. I just, as it has been the last 10 years, I'd like to thank those who've helped me over the years. Dave Harding actually took it on 1 year on his own, so thanks for that, Dave. And Bush has done the menus and nameplates and all that sort of stuff for a few years, which are always looking very professional. Thank you, Bush. And Craig always picks up the trophies and pretends he hasn't seen any of the names, but he's probably had a better.
Changed them all. I've won everything this year.
Don't worry, I'm coming to the end. Before moving on to toast, I thought I'd share with you some highlights of my week so far.
Monday, Joel. Tuesday, Joel.
Had a drink.
Rolls around trains.
As you know, I work in King's Cross.
Told you.
No, I work in North.
Where do you work?
And there's some strange characters in King's Cross. In fact, I was walking down Pentonville Road the other day, and I saw this bloke with a didgeridoo, and he was playing Dancing Queen, and I thought, that's Aboriginal.
Don't encourage.
Short ones are the best.
Can we do a few of Carter's jokes?
I've been all night. As you know, I love reading books. Indeed, today I was reading the book, The History of Glue. I just couldn't put it down. What do you mean, Jesus Christ? Seriously, I went shopping earlier this week. First I went to buy some camouflage trousers, but I couldn't find any. I like you, Beryl. You come back every year.
You've been watching EastEnders, haven't you?
I didn't get them.
She didn't get them.
That's the point.
It's alright, Sean's in it.
Oh, God almighty.
I went into Curry's at the same time and I said, can someone sell me a kettle? The shop assistant said, Ken would. I said, where is he then? Obviously that wasn't really my week, but I was just going to finish on a couple of other jokes. An invisible man marries an invisible woman. The kids were nothing to look at either. And one of my favourite, which is the most ridiculous ones ever, 2 fish swim into a concrete wall. One turns to the other and says, damn. Did you get it? Damn, concrete.
Never explain the joke. Never explain.
The problem is when you've got a thick, chubby audience, you have to do it.
Chubby.
That's the nicest thing anyone said about
On to the toast, thank God. It is my favourite toast, this one, and I did do the first one, and it's sort of our guests is probably a bit, it's really our friends now. They call them work critical friends, but that means something else. But they are our friends rather than our guests, and it's always good to see them here, and particularly Clive and Linda. It's very good to see you here. You must have read that Terry phone. Oh my God! We're doing the dinner again. No. Can we find a dinner engagement? No. Oh my God, we're coming. So we do appreciate you putting up with us, and thank you very much for coming again. Clive, you've got something to do with Chorleywood, haven't you? Yeah, I've been reading the paper about you. You're a bit of a
that was this year.
And a couple of our players have been tapped up by Chorleywood, so if you see Clive talking to sort of some decent players, then
Travis.
Push him off. If he's talking to Dave Hardy, let him carry on. Joke, Dave, joke. Rob Bradbury, the godfather of umpiring. I put that down earlier. And then I looked up a Godfather book and thought, what do they describe the Godfather as? A tyrant, a blackmailer, a racketeer and a murderer. So, not quite that, but it's always good to see you, Ron. And I'll put a new one on this year because it's always great to see him, and he may not think he's a guest, but he is now. And that's Mr. Mitchell. Richard's a big person, was a big person's club, not in stature but in what he did. In fact, he once...
No, he's standing up at the moment.
Yeah, he once stood on the chair to be seen. I won't ask him today, he's just had an operation. But he was a player, captain and a coach for this club. But more importantly, he brought us years of entertainment by introducing Simon Woodward to the club.
It's balling.
Seriously, Rich, it's always very good to see you every year, and always well. So finally I'm going to end, and it is my duty to ask all our members to be upstanding, please. And the toast is our guests.
This is going to go so wrong. Have some of this, dude.